Hey everyone, it's Joyel and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about my 2-year post big chop journey, and we're also going to be reacting to my big chop video as requested by one of you guys. But of course, before we get started, please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. Also, if you're the owner of a business, especially a black-owned business, please send me an email at sharmainejoyel@gmail.com. I'd love to collaborate and help your promo sponsor a video. But let's get started. April 7th, 2018 was when I did my big chop. I didn't transition for very long. If you guys have been with my channel, you know that I wasn't really planning on big chopping that soon, but sometimes it's just time to cut off all the dead ends and move on with your life. Basically, I had been chemically treated. My hair had been chemically treated basically since I was probably like 5. I want to say about like 5 years old. I always had some sort of chemical in my hair to help straighten it, or a texturizer, or some sort of jerry curl. So I never really dealt with my own type 4 kinky pattern before. So these last 2 years, that is what I've been doing, is getting to know my hair and also taking you guys on that journey with me. So for me, my channel felt a little different because I came into this not knowing anything about natural hair, really. I had no idea what my natural hair really looked like. I had no idea about natural hair products. Like, I'd never even messed with them before. And I thought it would be interesting to kind of take you guys on this journey from the point of view of somebody who had literally zero clue what was going on. Sometimes I still feel that way. There's still so much to learn. I've been doing so much research about like proteins and this maximum hydration method and the cherry Lola treatment, and stretching my hair and figuring out what the next level is for my hair. I did have a recommendation to react to my big chop video from 2 years ago, so I think we're gonna do that. I shouldn't get in trouble, YouTube, because it is my own video, and kind of give my thoughts and opinions on it, seeing it now 2 years later with the length that my hair is at. So let's go ahead and just get started with that. I'm gonna use headphones, but you guys can, I'm gonna put the video like in the corner somewhere. I'm probably gonna scoot right here. I'm gonna sit on my counter actually and watch this, and then I'll put the clip of the video like right here so you guys can watch it along with me. I don't think I've actually seen this video in a while. I've just been busy making new videos for you guys. Wow, my hair was so short. Wow. My hair was so short. I'm so glad I stopped with these like intros. Like, I'm so glad I'm like keeping it simple now. Like, hey everyone, it's Charmaine, aka Joyel, and welcome back to my channel. So today is the big day. Well, actually yesterday was the big day that I did my big chop. But before we get started, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and please click that subscribe button down below. Any and all support is greatly appreciated. So last night, which was April 7th, I decided to do my... Look at the little side part I did. I remember when I did this, the first thing I did, obviously, I looked up on Pinterest a bunch of TWA like hairstyles, and so I thought this little split was really, really cute at first. Took probably about like 5 bobby pins to hold it in place there, but I thought that was kind of cute. I wore that for only like 2 weeks though, and then I completely was like done with it. Big chop, and it was just totally random. It started with taking a pair of scissors to like the bottom right section of my hair, and I just kind of like okay, so I was in the bathroom, and I wanted, as I explained here, I wanted to kind of see what my curl pattern was gonna start looking like, because I had been, I think, without a relaxer for a couple of months now, and so my new growth, I was just kind of allowing it to come in to see what my natural hair is gonna look like, and I just was like, you know what, the relaxed hair is breaking off. I'm just gonna snip off a bottom piece. It's the bottom, no one's gonna see it, and go from there. I was just really, really curious. I think we all kind of get to that point, but snip that off just to kind of see where my texture is going, or like how my growth is going, and I completely fell in love. I couldn't stop touching it, and so I just kind of made the executive decision to just chop it all off. I was starting to look crazy anyway, so I'm glad I waited an extra month though, because if not, it would have been even shorter than it is now, and I kind of like the length that I am starting out at, and I am just over 6 months post relaxer, so it's been about 6 months since I've had a relaxer on my hair. But with that said, let's jump into last night's video of the actual big chop.
Oh Lord.
Okay, so yeah, I'm so glad I big chopped when I did. You guys, in this clip, you can see just how bad the breakage was with my relaxed hair. It was not healthy. It was stringy. It was just falling out like crazy. It was also like really stretchy and rubbery. Like you could just pull it and it would just like a rubber band just snap off. Like it was completely wild. And it looks like a really bad stiff wig. Like it didn't, I was just keeping my hair pulled back that whole time. I would just get my hair wet, put whatever products I had at the time in, and then I would just bobby pin it and pull it back into some weird like ponytail bun thing. But because that's all I could do with it. But because it was so broken, I had to use so many bobby pins to hold all the different broken layers of my hair. But I hate looking at it. I think tonight is the night. It is, what day is it? It is April 7th. It is 10:28 p.m. on April 7th. And I already washed my hair. I already shampooed and conditioned it, and it looks insane. But I thought I would experiment. And so I kind of cut a small section right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I just got really excited about it. You can kind of see. Ah! And then I have a little piece right here. It's curl, my little curl. I forgot I had even lopped off that side piece. That's funny. I completely forgot about that. It's kind of, it's finger twisted, but I got a little scissor happy. And I figured, you know, I've come this far, I might as well just chop the rest of it off. So I'm gonna chop the front as much as I can off on camera, and then whatever is like probably the back and whatnot, I'll probably just do off of camera. So I've got with me a spray bottle. It's just filled with some water just to keep my hair damp and easy to manipulate and comb through the whole process. I don't have a pick, but I do have this white. Have you guys seen that comb recently? I know a few people have. I've broken so many little pieces off of that thing. It's not even funny. That comb's been through some shit. Tooth comb that I had bought a couple months back, so I'm going to use that to detangle my hair. I'm going to use a rat tail comb to part it into some sections, and then you guys are going to be like, what the hell are these? Because this is last minute and I don't have any money right now to go buy some shears, like proper shears, I'm just going to be using these craft scissors. Don't be me, don't do that. You can really create some bad split ends with that. Just get some shears. I have some now, as you guys have seen. Don't use craft scissors, please. For the love of all that is good, please don't. Just use some regular shears. It's a cleaner cut. Yeah, just don't be me. Oh, Lord. Can you see those little tiny broken off pieces at the very, very crown of my head? Hopefully I can zoom into that, but that's how bad it was. That's how short the crown of my head was. It was just always breaking off. Now look at it. Hi. Still probably the shortest part of my hair, but definitely much better now. And maybe these little eyebrow scissors to help snip some of the other pieces off, and then I also have some hair conditioner and a leave-in conditioner to kind of help keep my hair moisturized. So I'm just going to section off my hair really quick, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I've got tied off into 4 sections here, and we're just going to start with the front, and then, you know, once it gets a little harder for me, I'll start cutting the rest off camera. But I'm just going to damp the hair, put a little bit of conditioner in it just so I can better see the curl definition from the relaxed hair, and then that's right where I'll cut, is that space right in between there. So here we go. I'm probably going to start with this side first, so let me just scoot a little closer. I'm literally terrified right now, so if I'm not talking, it's because I'm like concentrating super my face
hard
broke out then,
because I am so scared right now.
This song was obnoxious. I should have chosen a different song, but why am I excited right now?
Okay, now you can kind of see better. That is definitely some 4C hair. You can't tell me any different.
Now you can.
That I can see better definition of where the curl and the straight parts meet, I can now just clip right there, so. Oh my god. Okay, here it is, you guys.
Oh my god.
There she blows.
She blows. You guys put up with me. Oh wow. This is so satisfying. I think everybody should probably record their own big chop. It's really satisfying, actually. Unless it was like incredibly traumatic for you, then never mind. Oh my goodness. Oh god. Damn. So for me, I kind of started at the front of my hair because it's like once you cut the front, you have no choice but to completely finish what you were doing. So, and I think most people just kind of do it. It's like, you know what? We're doing it. It is what it is. Just lock the front off. So I started literally with the very front. So, just FYI.
Well, the first quarter of it is cut. Let's see if I can get a close up. This is what we're working with, you guys. Oh my god, I'm like excited, but I'm like.
It was so soft. I think for me, because I had such damaged, relaxed hair, I was so used to my hair feeling very dry and kind of brittle. I don't think, honestly, looking back at it now, I don't think I truly knew how to really take care of even relaxed hair, but after chopping off that first section, I was so obsessed with like the texture and the softness of my new growth that I was like, yeah, we're totally doing this. I was ready to go at this point.
Freaking out at the same time. Yeah, this is what we are working with, you guys. Oh my god. Okay guys, here's the whole like a first half.
Oh god, it's so short.
Oh my god, this is so crazy. Look how red my hair is. Holy cow, that's my natural hair color too. Obviously I'll have to practice, you know, how to style it and whatnot, but
you can see me like having a mild panic attack right there. In that moment, you can definitely see me having like a mild panic attack because I haven't seen my hair that short in so long, and a part of me, I think it hit me right then and there, like exactly what I had just done. At that moment, I was really scared of what other people were gonna think. Just a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. I think the best way to explain it is I kind of knew at that point there was no going back, right? And that with my hair type, it's not as like excitedly celebrated as like a type 3 hair type, and I knew that I wasn't gonna have like the same reactions as someone who had a looser curl pattern doing a big chop, like for people in my real life and stuff like that. I think I was just kind of mentally preparing myself at that moment, kind of like feeling my hair. I was kind of I think I was trying to reassure myself that I knew everything was gonna be okay, and that this wasn't like, it shouldn't be a big deal, but I knew that it was. But I think I was really just trying to comfort myself because I knew that just by having my natural hair out now, a lot of things were going to change for me. And that I had a possibility of losing certain people in my life because they wouldn't like my new aesthetic. So I think I was just kind of like mentally preparing myself for that.
It feels so freeing to like finally have all this like hair just gone off my head. Like, I look like a little boy right now, but I kind of don't care. Okay guys, I'm going to turn off the camera really quick just to save battery, and I'm going to cut the back off, and then I will be back. Alright you guys, and now we are 3/4 of the way done. Let me see if I can get a good spot on the back of my head. We just have this chunk left to do, but we're almost there.
starting to miss kind of having my hair at that length. I did some kind of cute styles with that. I think I miss the quickness of having my hair that length, but I'm also really proud of how far it's come. I will say doing my hair at that stage, the TWA stage, is probably the easiest, breeziest part of your whole natural hair journey, at least in my opinion. I think it's once you start to get past the TWA and it's dealing with like the length is when we start to face some of our first challenges, I think. So glad I got all those straight pieces off the ends now. This is another reason I don't want you guys to use craft scissors. Use shears. Alright, you guys, it's all off. Like, holy cow. I still have some straight pieces that need to be like trimmed off and whatnot, but here it is. Oh my gosh, look at all that 4C hair. Oh my god, I'm in love. I'm freaking out. The deed is done, you guys. It's finally, I can't stop touching it in case you haven't noticed, but I still can't stop touching my hair.
Water, and then my Cantu Shea Butter leave-in conditioner mixed with a little bit of like vitamin E oil, because that's all I had on me at the moment. But yeah, so here it is. Oh Lord. But yeah, it's like super late. What time is it? Okay, so it's just about 12:30 a.m. But I will go ahead and continue this video tomorrow. We'll have a sit down and I'll try to figure out how to style. Okay, so we'll just have that be the end of that. Wow, my hair has grown so much. It's crazy how there was a time where I felt like my hair wasn't growing as fast as I thought that it should be. I will say though that by tracking it on YouTube and like Instagram, just on social media, I know that you guys have definitely noticed, and that's helped me notice. I think sometimes we get a little impatient. I know I definitely have. But looking back now, after just 2 years, yeah, my hair is longer than when it was relaxed now. Like, it's insane to me. I never knew my hair could even be this long. I never knew I could wear my natural hair. There was a time where I honestly believed that I was always gonna have relaxed hair and that it was just something I would have to accommodate into my life. As weird as that sounds, for me to finally say that I was able to reach just even the 2-year mark, like, that is a huge step for me. It's as, I know I keep saying that as weird as it sounds, but honestly, like, cutting off my relaxed hair really did, like, change my entire life. Like, as weird, as crazy as it sounds, like, it's just hair, and sometimes I wish that it was just hair, but for a lot of us, it's not. It's by cutting off my hair, and not just by cutting it off, but like just making a decision to share it with people has completely 180'd my reality. It's mind blowing, where just choosing to be myself, love myself, accept myself has now opened up so many other doors for me and has allowed me to connect with other people like me. And I said it in the Big Chop video. I've probably said it in probably every other Big Chop update video that I've done for you guys, but it is so liberating to just finally be yourself and be okay with that. Like, to just finally be able to kind of like look in the mirror and be like, this is me, and shit, I'm okay with that. It's been a very long time since I had been able to really like look at myself and be like, I actually like myself. You know, a little bit. Yeah, it's still weird to me that something as simple as just wearing my natural hair was able to kind of catapult me finally to that level of self-respect, basically. But so far on this 2-year journey, I have discovered a lot of things that work for my hair and things that don't work for my hair. I'm just gonna get the most obvious that I mention in most videos, is that Jamaican castor oil does not work on my hair. It makes my scalp
like literally turn to fire. I've also realized that washing my hair once a week is also the most ideal for my hair and my scalp. I find that usually by the end of a week, week and a half, my hair is ready to be washed and rehydrated, remoisturized. Also, wearing satin bonnets and oiling or like moisturizing your ends is really coming in handy, especially now that my hair is really growing out. It's got some length to it now, so my next goal is now to have healthy hair but to retain its length at the same time. So for me, my recent routine has been stretching it or just banding it at night, where I kind of just do, between 8 to 16, sometimes I'll divide the sections in half depending on how I'm feeling that night. But between 8 to 16 2-strand chunky twists over my head, banded with some hair bands. And I'll do a video, I was actually going to do a video this month for you guys on my updated hair stretching routine. So that is what I have been doing recently. I've also discovered that my hair loves argan oil, it loves water, and that gels typically don't seem to do too well on my hair unless it's pretty damp. I think that's the key to the low porosity hair, is maybe I need to have really damp hair in order for gels to work. The also recent discovery, and which is a video I just made, is that I seem to have all the type 4 hair patterns on my head. I don't believe that any one person has just one pattern on their head. I think we all kind of have a multiple mixture of some sort. I do want to do a video of like my top leave-ins so far, but for like number 1, I've been obsessed with it. I haven't had a single issue with it yet, but my top favorite, like honestly, I'm probably gonna go and repurchase some for my birthday, is actually by our fellow YouTuber Natural85, or Whitney. She has her hair care line, Melanin Hair Care, and their softening leave-in conditioner is absolutely amazing. And maybe it has something to do with some of the spearmint. It just helps me wake up in the mornings too. It just makes my hair feel fresh. It makes me feel fresher. But it's so moisturizing. It is absolutely softening. Like, my hair becomes so soft. That's what I used on my hair today. I need to do a wash today though. My hair's starting to feel dry. The Melanin Hair Care Softening Leave-In right now is my number 1, but I will create a video of a collection of the leave-ins that I have used in the top like 3 or 4 I recommend, and a couple of the few that didn't work for me. But some of the issues that I'm now dealing with my natural hair are single strand knots, or fairy knots. I often call them fairy knots. So if I say fairy knot, it means single strand knot, which is where your hair, I believe, it curls into itself. It literally creates a knot at the end of itself. And as I have retained length, and you guys know I typically would wear my afro out and allow all that shrinkage to happen, I'm now dealing with the fairy knots at the end of my hair. Luckily, with my last hair trim, I was able to get most of them off. I'm still finding them though, like my goodness. But by stretching my hair, I haven't been seeing them appear as often. So I really started the stretching process after my last hair trim, which I believe was like last month or something like that. For me, it's been faster for me to do my hair in the mornings by twisting and banding them at night, because then all I have to do is just take them out, shake my hair around a little bit, and I'm done. Refreshing my hair in the mornings, refreshing my afro in the mornings really didn't take that long either, but this has been even faster, and I believe that stretching my hair is the next vital step for my hair, at least for the next chapter in this natural hair journey for me, which is now starting to try and maintain as much of my length. My other struggle, and it's kind of been something I've always been back and forth with, and something I'm still dealing with, is dandruff. That's also another reason I will wash my hair about once a week. If I tend to go over a week, my scalp kind of freaks out. So I've bought some tea tree oil, and it's actually, I'm hoping to get that review out, which is incorporating tea tree oil now as like my pre-poo, and using that on my scalp to help maintain, you know, a dry, itchy scalp. I am trying to incorporate different types of oils now to see if my scalp reacts better to those. My favorite so far had been olive oil and argan oil. Argan oil specifically for using with like my leave-ins and stuff. Olive oil for pre-pooing. But I think I'm ready now to start like experimenting with some different ones, like tea tree and the jojoba oil, and it's a grapeseed is another good one. Sweet almond oil is another one I really want to try. So yeah, I don't know where this journey will continue to go. I don't know what will ever happen with YouTube, what other doors will even open for me, but it's definitely been an adventure so far. I barely have words for it, to be completely honest with you. The next kind of like part of the journey I want to try incorporating is I've heard that that exercising is also a really great way to help grow your hair. I guess it has to do something with just like sweating. I'll have to look it up exactly. So I have been interested, and I've been wanting to get back into fitness. If you don't know, I ran varsity track for like 6 years. I used to be really athletic, and now I'm just kind of a cheese stick. So I have been interested in getting into fitness, and I have been reading and I have heard from other natural YouTubers about the benefits of exercising and the effects on your hair growth. So I thought about incorporating, you know, health and fitness and seeing how it affects my hair, you know, trying, you know, you guys are gonna kill me. I don't currently take like a multivitamin. I don't currently take any like vitamins. Honestly, my diet is kind of like shitty. I have had some health issues that I've been dealing with over the last probably like year or two, and I feel like I'm finally getting better and I should probably I need to start taking better care of myself, and I'm interested to see how that's going to affect hair growth, how different vitamins, different, you know, different types of exercising, blah blah blah. And then of course I do, as it's getting longer, I would like to try some more protective styles so that I can maintain my sanity. But like I said, we'll kind of see where the channel goes from here, what kind of things you guys want to see. And my goal is honestly just to grow it out as long as it'll go. Like, I don't really have like a length goal at the moment. I'm just trying to see how far my hair is gonna allow me to grow it, basically. My biggest hair growth tip for those who are going through their natural hair journey still, or still within their first 2 years, the best tip that I can give you is, one, don't have any expectations for your hair. Let it do its own thing. Let it show you what it's going to look like. Let it show you how it needs to be taken care of. My other big thing is also very low manipulation. I would not aim for definition. I would not continuously put your hair in a lot of protective styles, especially during the first year. I would spend the first year honestly just letting your hair do its thing and you getting to know it. Forget definition. Forget your pattern, focus on your porosity, because that's going to tell you exactly how to take care of your hair, and then you're going to start seeing the results. So again, don't have expectations for what it's supposed to look like, and focus on your porosity and low maintenance. Like, keep your hands out your fucking hair. Keep your hands out your hair. Keep the extensions out your hair. Keep the wigs off your head if you possibly can. Just let your hair breathe. Let it do its thing. And I still kind of do that. By banding it, it's also less manipulation. I don't really have to do much. I just twist it, band it, and I'm done with it. I don't have to do anything crazy with it the next day. It's literally just take the bands out, untwist, and just let my hair do its thing. So easy styles, low manipulation, and then once your hair starts to pick up on that length, you can start to do more things with it. But I think we forget our hair is still so fragile after dealing with all of the trauma it kind of went through from all the crap we did to it before the big chop, that right now our hair really just needs some TLC. It needs us to listen to it, not for us to try to manipulate it. But I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. It's been a crazy, amazing 2 years. I'm excited to see where the rest of this year does take me and what kind of content I'll be able to put out for you guys. But of course, please don't forget to check out the Untamed and Unashamed merch down below for you guys. Any and all support is greatly appreciated, especially during this time. But don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. Keep blooming, and I'll see you guys in the next video.